I came on this program from Canada. A big reason for me was I wanted to experience a live classroom. So I spent 6 years in Canada, 7 years studying at the University of Calgary, and I wanted to get out of that and study a program that was relevant in an area that you can see these issues going on. So conflict resolution, obviously there's a lot of conflict in Israel. I paired it up with a couple of my own experiences. So I did 2 months in Lebanon where I volunteered and taught English for a couple of months and with Syrian refugees there, and then coming over here and just experience the live interaction day by day, conversations every day about how people go through life here, what their opinions are. Everyone's opinionated. It's beautiful.
Give me some examples of stuff that taught you something about conflict in general.
In this area,
anything could have anything to do with any aspect of conflict, whatever comes to mind.
I think obviously going back to the most recent experience in Lebanon, everyone knows about the conflict that's going on there, and what's interesting is you see these things on a mass level. You see conflict on a mass level with bombing campaigns. And we were working with a village that had thousands of 1,500 Syrian refugees that came from Hama, and that were living now in Lebanon. And so we would see these things play out on a daily basis in the classroom. And so it really inspired me more to obviously continue that here. Is kids would come and all they knew was fighting. All they knew was even kind of hate in a lot of ways. And we'd have to break down those in just simple with 5-year-olds. So that's something I saw a lot of. I think something that we're looking at right now is we talk about contact theory, we talk about naive realism, and these issues where people form kind of broad stereotypes in their minds, right, about other groups, and you see that. I see it even talking to Israelis. I'll give you another example. On a bus, taking a bus to Jerusalem, and I'll talk with Israelis back and forth and ask them about their experiences. And a lot of times, especially going to Jerusalem, you'll have Israelis that will respond and just simply say all Arabs are, they're all the same. They all want to kill Israel. They all want to destroy them. It's as simple as that. We protect our land. We protect our people. And so when you talk about these concepts in class, realism, naive realism, contact theory, and just putting people together, there's more to it than that, and you can see it. So as we're looking at conflict resolution methods here, simply just putting people in the same area isn't necessarily going to solve all the problems. There's huge cultural divides. There's huge cultural misconceptions of the group that you see on a daily basis as well. That is very, very interesting. What's so unique about the program, the reason why I came in, and definitely one of the highlights here, is being here. Being here and being with students from all across the world. We have a lot of Americans, but we have people from South America, from Asia, from lots from Europe as well. And so you interact with these different issues. A lot of times we come from America, we come from Canada, and you just have one central understanding and one worldview, one way of looking at life. And here you have obviously multiple religions in a classroom. You have a Jewish vision, you have an Islamic worldview, you have a secular worldview, and those come out in daily conversations, and they come out in classroom conversations. And so I think that's a very, very valuable experience that you don't get in other programs. That makes this program unique. And then you're in a world where there's conflict raging all over the place. There's huge protests going on right now. You can go to the news, yeah, but you can also walk down the street and ask Israelis what they think. You can go to Jerusalem and ask people what they're fighting for, what this means to them. And that's something you're not going to find in any other program. It doesn't offer the same thing.